I am posting on YouTube and TikTok right now because I've got something to say. And it's fuck censorship! Fuck censorship! Fuck censorship! I'm allowed to say fuck. Can you believe it? That's a huge step forward for censorship. On the television, you can't say fuck. Because nobody gives a nobody gives a fuck. Why can't you say it? And my point here is that single words should never be censored. But self-censorship includes putting on clothes. And so you do have to think about larger context meaning and censoring it. For instance, I'm going to do something terrible to you that I don't like doing. But I'm going to show a brand. Okay, censored for TikTok, censored for YouTube. That brand can't be seen. Why? Because even though I own this box, I don't want you to see this crap. It's unhealthy. It's no good. I got it for free at a dollar store, just the box. But I don't want to eat peanut butter cups. Except I desperately do. They're delicious. But they're not paying me anything. They're just freaking a corporation. They don't care about my health. They do one damn thing. Candy. That's all they do. Corporations should try and diversify a little bit. So that's one type of censorship that I do. I self-censor corporate information. I also wear clothing because nobody wants to see my naked body. But there are naked bodies I do want to see. And those people, I want them not to self-censor. This brings me to my big idea. It is called Earth, the nude beach. At a nude beach, it is inappropriate to say, that lady's naked, that man's naked, and then run over there and scream at him. That would be a Karen type thing to do at a nude beach. Nude beaches are just kind of chill. If you want to be naked, that's okay. Usually you dress on the way out. Well, I get dressed every time I leave Earth in a spacesuit. But while I'm on Earth, I want the right for me and others to be naked. And that's fuck censorship. But, and this is important, I come in.
Hey, you didn't take this. It was sitting on the.
Thank you so
on
much.
The table.
That's my pill. I always take it. I'm not, but it actually is what they call a welly in jail, and they would chop it into little pieces. And TikTok doesn't get this information because it's very, criminal. But they chop it into little pieces and then snort it like cocaine.
Yeah.
And they call them wellies. And one of the nurses there, when she was retiring, got on the speakerphone with me and said, oh, I'm so happy because I don't have to deal with people like you anymore. And that was custom for the guards. That was normal. But then I was like, oh, why not? And all she said then was, I'm all snowed out, which is obviously a quote from somebody with some wellies that didn't need pills from her because she believes in pills.
Yeah.
I don't believe in therapy or pills.
Yeah.
We have gone crazy as a species, especially gun crazy. And so, anyway, I think we need to up the game psychologically. But it was such a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. And I will take them because I don't snort them. But in jail, and I'm so glad you guys don't do this, but in jail they would have you open your mouth afterwards. Move your tongue around so that they could stop you from cheeking it, is what they'd call it.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
No.
Can you believe anything I said? I want to not believe it.
Oh.
TikTok doesn't get that because even though they promised me 10-minute videos, I stopped that broadcast at 3 minutes by necessity because they promise what they can't deliver. I don't know why they would tell me they can do 10-minute videos and then I can't select it. It's dumb. But on TikTok, I'm allowed to put comments over my video. And that's a little bit like nice because I like to have deep content that each layer gives you something as you absorb the content. Like I feel like time's money, man. And so I waste people's time. Why? Because fuck censorship. Self-censorship makes your content better. It makes you a better person to self-censor. It does. It really does. And case in point, I am not a nudist. I just made a big deal about how nude rights, right? Especially if you're breastfeeding. For God's sake, let the baby eat with a happy mother instead of giving her the looks and doing the things and the wackadoo cops. Nobody needs a problem while their baby's hungry and their mom's right there. It's not a problem. It doesn't matter. The first female president should get pregnant in her first term and then raise the child over the resulting 8 years. But what really should happen is we should recognize that presidents were a failed experiment and we need to do better. Because I don't know a single president, except for Jimmy Carter, that's not a pretty much war criminal, terrible, awful, evil person. And so what we really need to censor is political speech. But that's not allowed in America. So that's our avenue into fuck censorship. But I want to censor Joe Biden. I don't want to talk about his talk. I don't want to hear you talk about his talk. No matter who you are. Obviously he's a piece of shit. Obviously he says things that are shitty. And so I also don't want to hear you pander to your audience and say thank you and all that. But I do that too. And so I'll excuse a little bit of Biden-centric talk. But no, I don't like hearing about the latest war criminal to man the drones. I don't want to hear about them. I want them to die. But instead, I want them in prison for the rest of their lives. Thanks for watching. Pander, pander.